Good evening, friends, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware for Senior Night 2026 for Salesianum varsity hockey. Prior to tonight's game against the Fords of the Haverford School, we would like to recognize the 8 members of the class of 2026 who are entering the final month and a half of their varsity scholastic hockey career. Before we begin, we direct your attention to center ice, where we will be joined by Salesianum captain, Mr. Sean Albert, for the Salesianum Direction of Intention.
Hello? All right.
Hi, Sean.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Hello? Hello? In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. My God, give me the grace to perform this action with you and the love for you, and advance off to all the good that I may do, and accept all difficulty I may meet therein. St. Francis de Sales.
Pray for us.
St. Jane de Chantal.
Pray for us.
Blessed Louis Brisson.
Pray for us.
In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Sean. And now, fans, let's meet the members of the Salesianum senior class. Starting with defenseman number 12, Peter Brennan. Peter is joined this evening by his parents, Amy and Joe. His best Salesianum hockey memory was winning the PCL championship last year. His greatest lesson in a Salesianum sweater was accountability to the team. His future plans are to attend the University of Delaware, where he hopes to continue to play hockey. Number 12, Peter Brennan. Our next senior is this team's offensive juggernaut with 17 goals and 11 assists. So far in this campaign, forward number 18, Connor Davis. Connor is joined at center ice by his parents, Laura and Ryan, and Andrew Davis of the class of 2028. His best Salesianum hockey memory was winning the PCL championship junior year. As his role model, he cites his dad because he has taught Connor to keep pushing through even when an obstacle is present. Connor plans to play junior hockey before furthering his education. Number 18, Connor Davis. Our next senior is forward number 20, Michael Salucci. Joined by parents Jennifer and Mike, and siblings Ava, Madalena, Sophia, and Rocco. Michael's message to his parents: Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for all you have done to support me in my hockey career. It means more to me than you will ever know. The greatest lesson that he's learned in a Salesianum sweater: enjoy everything while it's here, because it doesn't last forever. He cites his late grandfather, James Welding, as his role model, and his future plans are to study kinesiology and become a physical therapist. Number 20, Michael Salucci. Our next senior, goalie number 40, Ryan Dominic. Ryan is joined by his parents, Ann and Tim, sisters Naomi and Sabrina, and grandparents Judy Dominic and Pat and Bob Gowdy. We've got Chicago represented, we've got New England represented, and Ryan's best memory with Salesianum hockey, all the bus trips, and as his role models, he cites his parents. because they consistently show him the value of hard work, integrity, and perseverance, and that their constant support and example have shaped his approach to both hockey and life. Ryan's future plans: the Air Force Academy. Goalie, number 40, Ryan Dominic. Our next senior, forward number 48, Shane DeGrand. Shane is joined at center ice by his parents Megan and Frankie and sister Abby. His best Salesianum hockey memory: the game at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. The greatest lesson he learned in this great sport: you can't do everything by yourself. As his role models, he cites his parents for the hard work that they have done throughout his life to support him and his siblings, and his future plans are to attend a 4-year college majoring in accounting. Number 48, Shane DeGrand. Next, alternate captain, defenseman, number 22, Blake D'Italia. Blake is joined this evening by parents Jessica and Tom Dietz and siblings Carson and Claire Dietz. His best memory was playing at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. His greatest lesson in this game: consistency leads to improvement. His future plans: to pursue a career path in the engineering field. Number 22, Blake D'Italia. Our next senior, alternate captain, number 26, Braden Kropp. Braden is joined by his parents, Honeybeth and Jeffrey, and sister Emmy. His best Salesianum hockey memory was winning the PCL championship junior year. The greatest lesson that he's learned on the ice: if you work hard enough, you can overcome any talent gap. I've heard Bob Thomas say this many a time: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Braden's future plans are to study aerospace engineering. Number 26, alternate captain, Braden Kropp. And last but not least, your captain, number 43, Sean Albert. Sean is joined on the ice by parents Nick and Allie and brother Brendan. His best memory: winning the PCL championship his junior year. Greatest lesson that he's learned in this game: nothing comes easy. You have to earn everything. His favorite quote, attributed to Steve Jobs of Apple fame: stay hungry, stay foolish. His future plans are to study accounting in college. Salesianum hockey fans far and wide, your captain, number 43, Sean Albert. One last photo op for the members of the class of 2026. And fans, let's have a round of applause for the Salesianum seniors. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, Salesianum and the Haverford School in a Monday night tilt from Fred Rust Arena. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
And welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Warm-ups have concluded, and we're going to take you inside the glass right now for tonight's pregame introductions. Fans, once again, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League presents a varsity regular season matchup between the visiting Fords of the Haverford School and Salesianum. The officials for this evening's game, our on-ice officials tonight, are Sean Green and Joe Procida. Tonight's off-ice official is Christopher Pollock. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those entrusted with the defense of this nation and the ideals upon which it was built, with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ready for Senior Night 2026. To get underway, the pomp and circumstance in our rearview mirror. And now we're ready to play hockey. Haverford 08-0 on the year, clad in maroon. Will travel from right to left in opening period action, backstopped by Liam McGrath, who's 07-0 on the season with an .845 goals against average. For Salesianum and their home Ecru's moving left to right. The senior netminder, Ryan Dominic, getting the call. 2-2 this season for Salesianum with a .450 goals against average and a save percentage of .846. And a special hello to all of you joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network from wherever you may be. Delighted to have you with us for some Monday Night Hockey in the First State. As Joey Procida gets set to drop the puck on this final regular season meeting between the Fords and the Sals. And the Sal's final appearance, or at least final scheduled appearance this year on the Delaware Hockey Network. Is just a couple regular season games remain for them after this. And the puck is down on Senior Night 2026. With the Fords sending the puck across neutral territory, Jack Coucher gave it away to Mitchell. Here's Connor Davis up the middle, splitting the wickets with the first shot of the game. And this is deflected by McGrath up into the netting and out of action just 12 seconds in. So already a quick Salesianum attack. To the faceoff coming to McGrath's right. With the powerhouse Connor Davis. Leaving the puck to Salucci at the left wing. This is thrown in from distance by Brennan. Caught and covered by McGrath for another pause. Only 22 seconds in. And Salucci's going to take the draw this time for Salesianum. Across from Haverford's William Foreman. Sal's maintained control. Working out of the corner was Willis. He tried to center to Salucci. Puck was taken away by Harry Neely. And he heads up ice into a 1-on-3 at the Salesianum blue line, where Mitchell retreats into the near corner of his own end to try to clear to no avail as Foreman held the line and got a shot away on Ryan Dominic. Davis picks up a loose puck in the near corner of his own zone, and he bats this off his backhand up the far wall to Salucci. Skied beyond the reach of Willis. Icing waved off by referee Sean Green. And the Sal's step up to maintain attacking position as they get some fresh legs on. Albert holding the point now. Puck is tied up by Mercante. Taken away from him and shoveled from blue line to blue line by Caliuso. Brennan recovers. But he stood up at the Haverford blue line by Sam Cacciuti. Henri Gravel backhands the puck from center into the near corner of the Haverford end. After those rapid-fire shots, the Sal's trying to find their rhythm, trying to establish a more concerted attacking presence. The shot from the left point, and Sheff was well wide. Albert confronted in the near corner by Cameron Scott. De Palma joining the battle as well. Albert skates away from traffic. He turns and tries to shovel one in from point-blank range. But McGrath hugged the far post to make save number 3 as we hit the 2-minute juncture of the first period. 0-0 from Fred Rust Arena. Dominic steadies a throw in, and Harry Winchell advances the puck to Mercante across ice. This comes to Gravel. Gravel 2-on-2. Circles a defender, tries to get the puck in close on the net, but Liam McGrath smothers for the pause. 2:40 to go. Or rather, 2:40 behind us in this first note. 2:20 behind us. Math is hard. As that close-up chance goes the way of Haverford. There, a long shot from Winchell. Right off the draw. Turned aside by McGrath, and back come the Fords the other direction once again. Harry Neely outnumbered upon gaining the Salesianum line. DeGrand can't chip the puck past Foreman. It will be carried up ice by Sean Callahan. Up the left wing boards. Callahan leading a 2-on-3. Took a quick shot. Looked as though McGrath got a piece of it, but the Sal's protect. Long chance from Harry Winchell stepping up from the right point was blocked. Race on for a wayward puck deep in the Sal's end. And Mitchell was able to beat Neely by a half step and backhand the puck out of harm's way. It's held in by Caliuso off the failed clear, but he's angled behind the Salesianum cage. Caliuso changing direction to try to get away from Mitchell. Puck is tapped clear by Winchell, but quickly recovered off the blade of his stick by Holden Neely. So 3 Neelys on this Haverford team. Forwards Holden and Harry. And then backup netminder R.J. Neely. Not called upon for tonight. Liam McGrath handling starting duties for Haverford here once again as the Sal's find themselves with a defensive zone face-off to the left of their netminder, 3.5 into the first. Sal's clear. Mitchell back behind his own goal, recovers after the Fords volley the puck back. 2-on-1, fourth line on for Salesianum. Salfas to Bach, angle to the far wall, couldn't make anything happen from distance. Lucas Rahm steps in. He plays the body on Goldberg, but was unable to maintain the zone for Salesianum. Now Rahm walking back in, tried to drop the puck off to Salfas, but it was tied up in high slot traffic, and Michael De Palma shovels it back nearly to center. Mitchell leads the re-entry, but he's outnumbered by maroon sweaters just above the line. So he plays the carom shot in deep, and Jack Coucher works the puck up the near side, but not out. Coucher forced a stick handle pass center. He gains the red line before launching the puck off the backboards behind the Salesianum net. Mitchell couldn't clear. De Palma in a 1-on-4 tries to stick handle toward the net. Got a shot away. Not a quality chance though. Dominic able to easily swat the puck aside, and the race is back on for it deep in the Fords' end with 4 minutes and 40 seconds behind us. Net front feed, Willis, what you talking about? Cam Willis puts Salesianum on the board. And that's his 5th of the year. Here it comes again. On the 4-1-2 communications instant replay. This goal coming at 4:44 in the first period. And they're trying for another, but this shot from Winchell is nullified as the Haverford net was knocked loose. Salesianum goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 14, Cameron Willis. Assisted by number 18, Connor Davis, and number 20, Michael Salucci. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 44 seconds of the first period. Willis's 5th from Davis and Salucci at 4:44. Puck taken off the stick of Michael Salucci and walked to center by Holden Neely. Under 2-ply pressure, he dumps in from distance. Winding up from the right point, the Landmesser shot was blocked in close. Foreman protects the point, caroms the puck in deep. Landmesser throws it toward the cage, but it was blocked. Good defensive pressure offered by Salucci. Now trying to walk in, Michael DePalma was steered behind the net and separated from the puck. It was stripped from Davis by Caliuso, but he too was outnumbered deep in Sal's territory. This is cleared by Mercante. Here's Willis again, 2-on-1. Davis shot off the cross-lot feed, just missed the far post. Willis can't pickpocket the advancing Holden Neely of Haverford, but he was slowed up by Sean Albert before reaching center. Albert trying to manufacture a breakaway, walking in net front, feed to on the opposite side, Henri Gravel, but he couldn't pot a second Salesianum goal as he was stonewalled by Liam McGrath. Already 7 Salesianum shots, and we're not even 7 minutes into the contest. Here's Gravel once again over the crossbar and into the corner glass. Back to center this comes, where Brennan leaves it across to Mitchell at the red line, and now Mitchell with the headman pass overshot Gravel on the way in to the Haverford zone. This was cleared back by Holden Neely. Gravel centering feed to Mercante, top of the slots. His shot was stick checked offline. Albert could not hold. Delayed offside against Salesianum. And a takeaway from Sean Albert again. That's 2 Albert takeaways, and the Mercante shot from mid-slot was denied by McGrath. Ford's clear, and they will change. .9:20 to go in opening period action. 1-0 the Salesianum lead, thanks to Cameron Willis and his 5th goal of the season. Here on the slot is Harry Neely's shot, smothered by Dominic, and that will give us a pause in play. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. One-timer from Callahan off the crop setup, broke his stick. This is cleared from deep in the Haverford end. There will be no icing. Winchell to Kropp up the right wing boards. Kropp gained the red line before the tip. And that's enough to negate the icing for Salesianum and let them get some fresh legs on themselves. Brandon Bach stands up, a hit from Sean Scott and gets the puck in deep, but he gave it away. Here's DePalma racing up the left wing boards and in. DePalma tried to deke past Mitchell, got bodied down in the slot and lost control of the puck before he could take aim at Dominic. Winchell the other way, on target. Save made by McGrath, puck lay loose in the low slot. Salfas couldn't finish, Rom sweeping at it. Couldn't generate a close range shot from distance was Mitchell unable to find the back of the net. Puck ends up in the near corner, and this is thrown back to Brandon Bach across to the top of the left circle, and Winchell walking in. His shot was bothered by a host of Haverford defenders. Rom absorbs a check, gets the puck behind the cage to the far corner once again to Winchell. This is sent high in the slot to Mitchell from distance. Off the pads, puck is loose in front. Rom trying to put back the rebound to no avail, as scrambling back to his feet was Liam McGrath for save number 11 on 12 shots faced to this point in the game, nearing the 10-minute mark, and Salesianum leads 1-0. Another cross-slot feed, a one-timer from Mitchell. He topped the puck. It sailed sky high in the far end of the rink, and it looks like a hand pass is going to give us a pause in play. Here with 7:07 to go in the first. Salesianum with a dozen shots already on Liam McGrath. And Cameron Willis with the one that counted. 4:44 into the first period. So a Salesianum hand pass will bring the face-off outside the blue line. And the Salesianum power line of Salucci, Willis, and Davis are on for this neutral zone draw. One by Salucci. Brennan could not set up Willis across the red line. Mitchell confronted behind his own goal by Henry Caliuso of Haverford. Now it's a two-a-side battle. Joining the fray, Harry Neely tries to extract the puck for the Fords but can't. Davis to Salucci, back it comes to Davis. Touch pass at the blue line. Connor Davis with time and space tried to toe drag to get around Jack Coucher, but gave the puck away instead in the high slot. Mitchell, Brennan, Davis, Salucci on the entry. Here's a 2-on-2. Salucci tried to go top corner on McGrath, but Liam McGrath holds on for save number 12 of the night with 6:22 to go in first period play. Face off to McGrath's right. Michael DePalma swats the puck to the far boards, but it's not cleared. Holding at the left point was Sheff for Salesianum. Salucci couldn't get past a trio of defenders. Recovering the puck was DePalma. And now he generates some speed through the neutral zone. DePalma leading a 3-on-3 Haverford attack. Overskated the puck in the far corner. It was nearly poked away by Willis, but it ends up in the near corner now. And there to play it on for Salesianum is Michael Salucci, but he's stripped of it by DePalma. DePalma only recovered for a fleeting moment before Sheff was able to find Cameron Willis. Willis, the recipient of the puck, back across neutral ice, and he takes aim from 35 feet, hard wrister high and wide. Back to Willis it comes, off the setup from Davis. Cycle to Mercante in the far corner. 5.5 minutes to go in the first period of a 1-0 game. Stepping up from the right point and shooting, that was Harry Winchell. And the puck deflected by McGrath ends up in the back netting, out of play, with 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in opening period action. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Henri Gravel walking back in. Denied by the glove of Liam McGrath. 4:51 to go in the first. Salesianum has for certain gotten the chances here. 15 shots to Haverford's 4. Sam Cacciuti advancing up the left wing boards, gave it away at center. Here's Henri Gravel. Wide shot from the top of the right circle. Karam's off the far corner boards, held in by Sean Albert, but he gave the puck away in the slot to Cameron Scott. Camera to Sean up the left wing boards. And a hard shot from Sean Scott. Ricochets off the backboards. Behind Dominic. Here winding up from point blank range was Jackson Smith. And with 4:17 to go in the first period, we're all knotted up. Watching again on the 412 Communications Instant Replay, Jackson Smith. All the time and space in the world. Scoring at the 12:43 mark of the first period to get Haverford back on level pegging. The Haverford goal, second of the season, scored by number 22, Jackson Smith. Assisted by number 10, Sean Scott, and number 11, Cameron Scott. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 43 seconds in the first period. Smith second from Scott and Scott at 12:43. .330 remaining in this first period from Fred Rust Arena. Cameron Willis and Jackson Smith, the respective goal scorers for Salesianum and Haverford. First penalty of the game's coming up. It will be against Salesianum. What have we got from Joey Procida? Rom going to head off for interference. With 3 minutes to go here in the opener. This penalty kill could be brought to you by, wouldn't you know it, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email MJR at 412communications.com. The Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 29, Lucas Rom, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes in the first period. Rom, 2 for interference at 14 minutes even. Foreman tries to put one on a tee net front. This is shoveled in by Caliuso. And the Fords on the strength of a power play goal. Caliuso's second of the year. Take the lead. Henry Caliuso's second. Davidson and Harry Neely with the helpers. And my, how the momentum has shifted, as nearly finding a third for Haverford was De Palma, but he rang the puck off the post. Haverford goal, second of the season, scored by number 15, Henry Caliuso. Assisted by number 6, Simon Davidson, and number 7, Harry Neely. Time of the power play goal, 14 minutes, 32 seconds in the first period. Caliuso's second from Davidson and Neely at 14:32, a power play goal. Inside the final 100. In first period play, Connor Davis looking for the equalizer. Shot was sticked away amid net front commotion. Here's Mitchell taking aim. That was blocked by Landmesser, holding close to home on the defensive for Haverford. This is pushed back to center by Holden Neely, volleyed back in by Mitchell. Delayed offside negated, as coming back to tag up was Salucci. This is Davis. He gave the puck away to Holden Neely behind the cage. And we've reached the final minute of first period play in this 2-1 hockey game. But the 2 is on the Haverford side of the scoreboard tonight. Salucci to Davis, 2-on-2 with Willis. Willis backhand was just wide, trying to redirect on the edge of the crease was Salucci, but he fanned on the puck. This is cleared and will come back an icing with 31 4/5 seconds to go. Here in the first period on Senior Night 2026. Salesianum, after that hot start with Cam Willis potting his 5th of the season, have given up 2 unanswered. To their rivals from just west of downtown Philadelphia. Another icing. 6 seconds off the clock. We've got 25 4/5 to go now in the first. 4th line on for the Sals. Brandon Bach with a drive net front. Couldn't get past McGrath. This was cleared back to center and recovered there by Winchell. Bach bodied down as the puck leaves. Jackson Smith back the other way. Gains red, dumps the puck in low. No goal, says Joey Procida. And we're going to watch this again and see if we can hear the horn as that last shot from William Foreman followed the whistle. The score at the end of one period, Haverford School Fords 2, Salesianum 1. We'll be back after the intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
And welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena, 2-1 through 1, and we're going to take a look at that final shot from William Foreman. Right on the edge. Mind you that our clock is only accounting for full seconds. So when you see the 000 there, it clicks over to 000 at 0.9. And that shot from Foreman, as ruled by referee Joe Procida, crossed the goal line after the horn had sounded to signal the end of the first period. So we kick off the second with Haverford up by a tally of 2-1, shots 16-7 in the first 17 minutes there. The first Salesianum shot of the second coming from James Mitchell at the right point into McGrath's pads. Nobody home for the rebound putback. This is Gravel holding his ground as Cameron Scott got in his way. Mitchell gloves the puck down, and looks like we're going to see another penalty here as Sean Green gave a cross-checking signal against Salesianum. 37 seconds into the second period. Wouldn't be surprised if Gravel gets that after bodying Cameron Scott away up the far boards, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Second PK. For Salesianum. First time round on the shorthanded situation. They gave up the lead as Henry Caliuso beat Dominic off the headman pass in the slot from Davidson to make this a 2-1 hockey game. Salesianum penalty assessed to number 23, Henri Gravel. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 37 seconds in the second period. Gravel, 2 for cross-checking at 37 seconds. Net is off, says Joey Procida. As Simon Davidson was surveying his options in the near corner to try to find a passing lane and extend the Fords' lead. Fresh skaters on for both sides. Short benches both ways. Haverford only rostering 15. Salesianum dressing 16 tonight. Sean Melican out with an upper body injury. Blake D'Italia out with an upper body injury. Aiden Gutowski serving a one-game ban after being assessed a game misconduct on Friday in Salesianum's win over Devon Prep. And if you were here with us for that game, we did get some good news as Devon Prep's Ethan Hillenbrand was released from hospital with but a concussion. And here, no goal for Salesianum. Confusion abounds. Dominic had thought that there was a Salesianum goal. Quite frankly, it sure looked like it, but Joey Procida saying otherwise. And we're going to watch it here. We're going to watch Sean Albert, number 43. As we see the celebration, Joe Sindoni thought it was a goal too, but Procida on the goal line waving it off, and there on the other end you can see Ryan Dominic caught stunned too as his helmet was off. So all kinds of bewildered here. No goal, though, for Haverford because Dominic's helmet was off. And Dominic, just as Sindoni did, just as I did, was under the impression that Salesianum had scored, but clearly that wasn't the case. So with 25 seconds to go in this Henri Gravel cross-checking minor, we restart to Dominic's left. He makes the save on Foreman. Scrum for the puck, surrounding the net off the rebound, and it's controlled now by De Palma in the near corner. Play whistle to a halt by Green. Looks like the net was again dislodged. So not the Salesianum senior night that any of us were expecting, quite frankly. It's been eventful for some of the strangest reasons. Offside here against Haverford on the re-entry. And there's a fraction of a second left on the Gravel penalty. Face-off spotted at center with 14:22 to go in the second. Haverford leading 2-1. Over Salesianum. DeGrand and De Palma took the draw. It was won by Haverford, and back on the offensive they go. Callahan lost control of the puck over the blue line. He had to head back into neutral territory to regain it, but he couldn't walk through traffic. De Palma slowed him up at the top of the far circle. Here's Caliuso leading what's now a 2-on-3. He's steered to the corner by Sheff and separated from the puck. Brandon Bach couldn't clear. Sheff chips this up the boards. Bach tips it ahead to DeGrand. Advanced beyond the reach of Callahan, waiting at the Haverford blue line, and Holden Neely comes back the other way. Neely's shot into the pads of Ryan Dominic ends up in the far corner. This came back to Bach at center. DeGrand with the dump in right in front of his own bench. And the Sals will change as we come to 4 minutes completion of the second period. Haverford leading 2-1. Harry Neely gains the Salesianum line. His shot from the top of the right circle clears the crossbar. Follow-up came from the left half wall into the pads of Dominic. Went that chance from Michael De Palma. 10th Haverford shot of the night. Contested puck in the near corner goes Salesianum's way. And Davis clears his own. Salucci couldn't reel in the advancing pass up the middle of neutral ice. And this comes back to center, where Willis tries to recover, but he's surrounded by red sweaters. Landmesser couldn't. Oh, my goodness, that goes over the glass and out. Puck landed in the penalty box, or did it? Clanged off the glass and ended up right in front of us. And there you see it. Foreman fed the puck to Jackson Smith at his right, but he couldn't get in over the Salesianum line. Brennan held him in neutral territory momentarily. Second time worked out all right, though, but the Harry Neely shot went up into the netting and out of play. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social print to digital, and more. For the 411 and the 412, head to 412communications.com. We're going to take a timeout. Salesianum's taking theirs. We'll be back momentarily.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
And welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Frustrating start for Salesianum. Down 2-1 to Haverford, 4:49 into the second period. Haverford yet to win this season. They're 0-8 coming into tonight's game. Salesianum 10-5-0 after winning the rubber match of their series against the Frozen Tide of Devon Prep on Friday night. And we're grateful to have learned that the Tide's Ethan Hillenbrand is going to be okay. Back to the action before us here on this Monday at Fred Rust Arena. Gravel plays the puck behind the net to Sean Albert, working the far corner. Albert steered behind the cage, back to Gravel. Gravel stutter steps, tries to jam one into the top corner, but rang it off the post. Albert to Brennan with a long cannon from just inside the line. Shot was blocked. Looked like Smith was the one who got in the line of that one. Jackson Smith pinched off at the corner by Sean Albert. Albert recovers, tries to walk to the top of the slot, but he's pickpocketed by Sean Scott. Advancing past to Neely, here's Davidson. Trying to center once again to Sean Scott, making a beeline for the net, but he couldn't connect with his fellow forward. This is an icing. With 11 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the second period, Sal's back in their end for another defensive zone faceoff on a night where they just haven't been able to lock in. DeGrand overpowered by Caliuso. Shot from Goldberg in close range was wide. Rebound cleared out. Callahan tried to sail the puck up ice to Kropp, but it was gloved down by Davidson. Kropp recovers. He tried to dish the puck off to Callahan. Callahan double-teamed, holding the red line, threw it in behind the Haverford goal, where Kropp chases the puck down, but he's bodied off its path by Coucher. Now it's a two-a-side skirmish directly behind the Haverford net. Davidson could not clear. Callahan and Kropp team up to hold. The shot from Winchell from center point, skip wide. Winchell's second chance. Ricochets off the backboards. Tip in from Callahan, and it's a 2-2 hockey game. So Sean Callahan gets the Sal's back level. Net front set up from DeGrand. Leads to Callahan's third goal of the season. Coming 6:58 in the second period. And now we're all tied up again. Salesianum goal, his third of the season, scored by number 24, Sean Callahan. Assisted by number 48, Shane DeGrand. And number 10, Harry Winchell. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 58 seconds in the second period. Callahan's third from DeGrand and Winchell at 6:58. And the breakout from Brennan after the dump in from Haverford was foiled just above the blue line as Landmesser turns momentum the other way. Cross-lot pass. William Foreman gets the lead right back for the Fords. Not even a minute later. Smith across the slot. Found William Foreman. Who recorded his third goal of the year. For Smith, that's his second point. And for Haverford, it's now a 3-2 lead. Haverford goal, his fourth of the season. Scored by number 8, William Foreman. Assisted by number 22, Jackson Smith, and number 5, Zach Landmesser. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 51 seconds in the second period. Foreman's fourth from Smith and Landmesser at 7:51. The Haverford penalty was assessed to number 20, Sam Cacciuti. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 36 seconds in the second period. Cacciuti, 2 minutes for roughing at 8:36. And the Sal's waste no time on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Connor Davis erasing the Fords' lead again. And it's now 3 aside. A rocket from the point. And Davis pots his 18th of the year. To get Salesianum back level. Salesianum goal, his 18th of the season, scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 43, Sean Albert, and number 10, Harry Winchell. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 47 seconds in the second period. Davis's 18th from Albert and Winchell at 8:47, a power play goal. And they strike again. Henri Gravel this time. Working 2-on-2 together with Ethan Mercante. Salesianum catching lightning in a bottle, or so certainly seems the case, as they turn a 3-2 deficit into a 4-3 lead in less than a minute's time. We're going to see this again right now on the... Actually, we're not going to see it again right now. We've got the particulars, and we'll bring them your way here as soon as they're finalized. Salesianum goal is 4th of the season. Scored by number 23, Andre Gravel. Assisted by number 13, Ethan Mercante. Time of the goal, 9:33 in the second period. And make it another. Cam Willis gets his second of the night. Davis with the pass across the Royal Road. Helps Willis find his 6th of the year. And now it's a 5-3 hockey game. What an attack from Salesianum over these past 2.5 hockey minutes. To come roaring back with 3 unanswered goals. And the turkey's on the table for potentially another. As Sean Scott heads off for a trip. And Salesianum heads back to the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings at desportsmed.com. Salesianum goal, 6th of the season, 2nd of the game. Scored by number 14, Cameron Willis. Assisted by number 18, Connor Davis, and number 20, Michael Salucci. Time of the goal, 10:14 in the second period. Willis's 6th. 2nd of the game from Davis and Salucci at 10:14. The Haverford penalty was assessed to number 10, Sean Scott, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10:38 in the second period. Scott 2 for tripping at 10:38. The Haverford goal, 14th of the season, scored by number 9, Michael DePalma, assisted by number 15, Henry Caliuso. Time of the shorthanded goal, 10 minutes 48 seconds in the second period. DePalma's 14th from Caliuso at 10:48, a shorthanded goal. A lot to cover here, friends. And a shot from Davis at the top of the slot. Caught and held by McGrath. for a break and play. .5:12 to go. It's a 5-4 game. As that Salesianum 3-goal run was ended by De Palma. Just 10 seconds in to the second Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. And here come the Sal's back on the offensive. Davis to Gravel, gaining the zone right side. Drop pass to Salucci. He floats the puck into the corner where Albert pulls back and he leaves this to Davis. Davis around to Willis. Back to Davis it comes. Fake the slapper. Instead dishes the puck into Callahan, who's fresh on. He tried to shovel it in close to McGrath, but it was intercepted by Davidson and brought back to center. Salesianum changing with 4:20 to go. In the second period, a 5-4 advantage. And the penalty to Scott having expired. Simon Davidson tried to work his way out of Haverford territory, but gave the puck away as a pair of Salesianum defenders chased him down. Landmesser chips this off the near glass, beyond the reach of De Palma, and Brennan pulls back behind his own goal to reset. Stretch pass up the far boards. Callahan leaves this to DeGrand. Kropp held skate contact for the onside entry, but DeGrand gave the puck away to Sean Scott. So the Sal's will try again. With Brennan finding Kropp, the alternate captain, bodied into the near glass by Caliuso and separated from the puck. De Palma coming back the other way, looking for the equalizer, but De Palma couldn't cut through the slot. He was stood up by Peter Brennan, who dropped back on the defensive to take away the lane to the cage. 3:10 to go here in second period play. The Sal's with a 4 spot in this middle frame so far, but Haverford with 2 of their own brought themselves back within 1. This is cleared. Sal's change. Coucher to De Palma. De Palma gained the line up the right wing boards, but the drop pass to Caliuso didn't connect. Loose puck corralled by Gravel and thrown back deep into Haverford territory. 2.5 to go in the second period. Sal's 5, Ford's 4 from Fred Rust Arena. Mitchell batted the puck off his backhand away from the pursuit of Michael De Palma, and this was sent by Brennan back into the Haverford zone, at least momentarily. De Palma waiting for Goldberg to tag up. Gave way at center with 1:57 to go, and we've got a pause. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these guys or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more. Head to desportsmed.com. Four! Puck sailed over the near glass and out of play with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go in the second. Face-off will be spotted just above the Haverford blue line. Sal's win the draw. Davis pulls back. He leaves the puck to Willis. Salucci shot. Caught a Haverford skate in close, and Smith will carry this back from left to right. Quick counterattack for the Fords, broken up just inside the line by the stick of Winchell. penalty coming. With 1:25 to go. And the possibility of another Delaware sports medicine power play negated. As the William Foreman cross-check was wiped out by Salucci getting rung up for unsporting conduct. So we're going to stay 5-on-5. USA Hockey rules account for 5-on-5 play after coincidental minors. So they'll sit for 2 minutes plus a stoppage. The Haverford penalty was assessed to number 8, William Foreman, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Salesianum penalty assessed to number 20, Michael Salucci, 2 minutes for unsporting conduct. Time of the penalties, 15:35 in the second period. There is now 1 minute remaining in the second period. Recapping by rule, Foreman cross-checking, Salucci unsporting conduct at 15:35 of the second period. Play continues 5-on-5. .40 seconds remaining. In the second period, Salesianum's had to work significantly harder than anticipated. Here a takeaway from Holden Needley leads to a 3-on-1 counterattack. Cross-slot pass from Willis to Gravel. Could not get past Liam McGrath holding that far post. Looked as though a cloud of smoke came up in the low slot. They were barreling in with that rate of speed. Chef shot blocked from the left point. Smith with the block. Kachuti recovers the puck. He volleys it across the neutral zone. Chef couldn't keep it in neutral play. And Kachuti, in the closing second of the second period, erased what was left of the Salesianum lead. 5-5 through 2. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Back inside Fred Rust Arena after 34 minutes of hockey. Haverford putting up a heck of a fight on Salesianum to take this game to the third period, tied 5-5. Here a look at that closing goal right as the second period expired. Harry Neely with the cross-slot pass to Sam Kachuti, who got off the schneid with his first of the season. An even strength goal. Right as the buzzer sounded to signal the end of the second period. So at the end of the first, the puck followed the horn. At the end of the second, the puck preceded the horn into the Salesianum goal. And now we're 5-5 as the third begins. James Witherite joining you from Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. If you're just joining us, Haverford and Maroon, right to left, Salesianum and Ecru left to right in the third period. Our referees tonight, Sean Green and Joe Procida. Walking in with a shot was Michael DePalma, looking for his second of the night. Dominic said no. Sal's clear and change. Davidson gave it away. Gravel with a hard wrister from the right dot. Directed wide by Liam McGrath. Winchell to Gravel. Tried to deke his way around Davidson, but couldn't get a shot away from distance. Davidson got enough of it to send the puck skittering to the far corner. Here's Albert working in low. He tried to cycle to Gravel, but they both got tied up by Holden Neely in Haverford Maroon. Trying to hold his footing through the slot was Ethan Mercante, but lost control of the puck, and back the other direction for Haverford. Leading the 2-on-2 was Neely. Holden Neely's long shot from the half boards was wide, and it ricocheted off the back wall. Winchell gave the puck away right at the blue line to DePalma. DePalma hauled by Albert to the far side, was stripped of the puck, but DePalma got it right back before Albert could walk out of the zone. Shot on target denied by Dominic. Follow-up from an impossible angle studied by Ryan Dominic. And here come the Salesianum side back up ice, led by Harry Winchell. The others changing 2.5 minutes into the third period. Winchell takes a hit from Landmesser in the far corner. But he succeeds in getting the puck to Connor Davis, barely protecting the zone, beating two defenders to try to work in low. Net front feed off the backhand. The shot from Winchell was wide. Davis battling for the rebound on the far corner. Got some help now from Bach. Net front setup coming from Willis. Bach's one-timer well off its mark from point blank. Protecting in the near corner is Willis again. Centering feed. On the doorstep was Connor Davis, but he's angled out of the slot by Zach Landmesser of Haverford. Another cannon off the backboards. Pursued by Davis, but he couldn't generate anything in close. This is taken away by Neely, one-on-one. He beat Mitchell but lost the puck at the blue line. Taking aim from in close, that was Eli Goldberg. Dominic got enough of it for save number 15 on the night. Davis with a rocket. Puts Salesianum back up at 6-5. So Davis now with 2 on the night. And let's see this again on the Delaware's, on the 412 Communications instant replay. It was Connor Davis from Willis at 3:36 in the third period. And Brennan's going to get the secondary. Salesianum goal, his 19th of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 14, Cameron Willis, and number 12, Peter Brennan. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 36 seconds in the third period. Davis's 19th, second of the game, from Willis and Brennan at 3:36. A drive from Davidson and a freeze from Dominic with 12:46 remaining. Face-off coming to Dominic's left. Willis and Davis with 2 each. Gravel and Callahan with 1 apiece. So far for the Sals. On the Haverford side of the sheet, Foreman, DePalma, Caliuso, Cachuti, and Smith have all found the back of the net, with Jackson Smith's 3 points in the form of 1 goal and 2 assists, leading the way. This will come back in icing. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG. Or visit injuryde.com. Landmesser to Neely, taking a check from Winchell at center. And Neely turned the puck over. He quickly hustles back into his own zone to recover, but he can't clear, as taking aim from the half boards was Winchell off the takeaway. This is offside by about 1.5 miles. 11:44 to go here in regulation. 6-5 the Sal's lead over Haverford. DeGrand on for the draw, and Callahan pulls back before leaving the puck to Sheff. Sheff double-teamed and gave way to the forechecking pressure of Harry Neely. Sheff recovered momentarily, but was foiled again by Foreman. Kropp couldn't drive the puck out of harm's way. Landmesser, the last line of defense just inside the Salesianum blue line. But the 4th time ends up being a charm, and the shot from Braden Kropp goes over the crossbar and out of play off the blocker of Liam McGrath. So in workmanlike fashion and then some, the Sals generate an attacking zone faceoff. It has been much tougher sledding for Salesianum tonight than anticipated. Coming into this game 10-5-0 on the season. Haverford coming into this game 0-8-0 as that shot from Sean Callahan is deflected offline by McGrath. Kropp's follow-up was blocked from the high slot. DePalma finds Davidson on a cross-ice feed. Davidson standing his ground, confronted by Winchell. DeGrand took the puck away, but couldn't flip it forward to Callahan. Back the other direction come the Ford's net front feed from Caliuso for Davidson, posting up on the edge of the blue paint, didn't connect. And Callahan clears. 10:20 remaining in regulation. Salesianum 6, Haverford 5 on Senior Night 2026. From Fred Rust Arena, this our 10th Salesianum Senior Night here on the Delaware Hockey Network. And the ire of Joey Procida, escorting Simon Davidson to the sin bin for a rough. 10:06 to go here in the 3rd period, and off to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play goes Salesianum, desportsmed.com. The Haverford penalty was assessed to number 6, Simon Davidson. 2 minutes, for roughing. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes 54 seconds in the third period. Davidson, 2 for roughing at 6:54. And Sean Albert, the captain, makes the Fords pay. Striking on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. To make this a 7-5 hockey game. Salesianum goal. His 9th of the season, scored by number 43, Sean Albert. Assisted by number 18, Connor Davis. And number 14, Cameron Willis. Time of the power play goal, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. In the third period, Albert's 9th from Davis and Willis at 7:18, a power play goal. A little bit of breathing room now for Salesianum, but no lead safe as Foreman in a 2-on-2. Took a long wrist shot, sticked away by Dominic. Kropp, 1-on-1, back the other direction. Drop pass to Grand. Over the shoulder, puck was loose in front. Callahan crashing in. Couldn't finish. And it looks like McGrath got the worst of it in that stampede for the loose puck. We're going to give you another look here on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Going to slow it down here. There was the DeGrand shot. And crashing in from the opposite angle, Sean Callahan trying for that loose puck. Collided with McGrath, who was scrambling to get back into position. So 8:47 to go. (7-5) the score, and it looks as though McGrath is the only netminder that Haverford dressed tonight, so will he be able to stay in, or will the Fords have to skate 6? Looks though he got his bell rung, but is going to be able to continue. At least one should hope. University of Delaware hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network all weekend long. On Friday, the men's Division I Blue Hens kick off a 2-game weekend series against the Lakers of SUNY Oswego. Friday game time 6:15 Eastern, Saturday game time 5:30 Eastern. Also on Saturday, the men's Division III Blue Hens take on the Ospreys of Stockton for a 12:15 matinee matchup. And then on Sunday, it will be senior night for the University of Delaware ACHA women, hosting the Profs of Rowan University for a 3:30 mid-afternoon Sunday matinee. Thankfully, no football to contend with. As the NFL season came to its conclusion last night with Seattle defeating New England in the NFL's annual championship game. Heaven forbid we call it by its name. But I digress. De Palma shot blocked. Odd man rush for the Sals. Here's Rom. He threw the puck into the pads of McGrath. Bach couldn't track down the rebound for a second chance opportunity. Winchell failed to protect the point. Barreling through was Davidson. Cross ice feed Caliuso. Threw the puck in from distance. Looked like Dominic had some of it. Bach the other way. Gave way to the Sean Scott stick check. Walking in was Salfas to gain the zone. Winchell protecting. Toe drag, wrist shot. Into McGrath. Lunging for the putback was Rom, but he was bodied down to the slot by Caliuso. Again, the Ford's clear. 7:40 to go in this 7-5 hockey game. The Davidson shot was right into Dominic's pads. The rebound came forward. Walking in after fielding the rebound was De Palma, but he was pickpocketed by Mitchell. Play whistled dead due to a dislodged net. Right as Cameron Willis was trying to line something up from the top of the zone. 7:17 to go. Sal's 7, Haverford 5. In a senior night game that has certainly not gone to plan any way you look at it. 3-on-2. Ford's coming in numbers. Shot from Neely was blocked. Trailing him, Holden Neely. Couldn't negotiate net front traffic. Connor Davis strips the puck, and he floats this off his backhand ahead to Salucci, who looked to be heading off for a change. Touch pass from Willis to Davis, accelerating through neutral ice. Davis, steered by Holden Neely behind the cage, tried to put one on a tee for Salucci, but he was surrounded by a sea of red and gave the puck away. Holden Neely across to Harry Neely. Barely onside, said Joey Procida. But Harry dumps the puck in behind the net. It caroms to the near side, where Smith gives it away to Mitchell. Swatted across ice by Salucci. Davis jumped the gun. He was offside. He couldn't play it. This comes back to Salucci, who enters all by his lonesome. Drop pass fanned on by Willis. Pouncing was Holden Neely, but unable to clear. 6 minutes and change to go. In third period play, Salesianum leading 7-5 over the Fords of the Haverford School. Net front setup, Salucci. Off that feed from Willis. Saw the puck tipped sky high by Holden Neely, who now recovers. Neely could not get past Willis. But deeper back in the zone, the puck was sent up ice to Henry Caliuso, who led a 2-on-2 zone entry for the Fords, but was pinned to the far wall and smothered, and he gave the puck away. De Palma could not protect, finding himself outnumbered. Brennan to Mitchell. Breakout pass was beyond the reach of Cam Willis. Trying to walk in, that was Michael De Palma, body down on the slot. And Sean Albert stripped of the puck by De Palma, couldn't exit his own zone. A drive coming from Caliuso, and the rebound put back gives Simon Davidson his first of the season and brings the Fords back within a single goal. Here it comes again, starting with the De Palma takeaway. And ending with Davidson's first goal of the year. With 5 minutes and change remaining in the contest. Haverford goal, first of the season, scored by number 6, Simon Davidson. Assisted by number 15, Henry Caliuso, and number 9, Michael De Palma. Time of the goal, 11 minutes 50 seconds in the third period. Davidson's first from Caliuso and De Palma at 11:50. No lead is safe. Tonight is absolute proof of that adage, and now we're in the final 4:12. 2-1 Haverford through 1, 5-5 through 2. It was 7-5 until just moments ago. When Haverford's Simon Davidson put back a rebound past Ryan Dominic to bring the Fords back within a single goal. Fords coming in numbers. Now it's a 2-on-2. Neely across to DePalma. Puck is loose in front, cleared out of harm's way by Harry Winchell. DeGrand gets the puck into neutral territory, and Kropp, after gaining red, lofts it into the near corner of the Haverford zone, where DeGrand and Holden Neely converge. Final 200 seconds begin right now. Foreman, after receiving a breakout pass, steps over the red line and throws the puck into the far corner of the Sal's end, where Mitchell out-hustled DePalma for the puck. No multiple goal scorers for Haverford. Mitchell stick handling way too close to the cage for comfort. Found Callahan, who was bodied down to the surface of the ice in his own zone by Holden Neely, but managed to clear. 2:45 to go. Brennan working in low, set up Davis. Shot from the right dot, deflected away by the pads of McGrath. This will come back an icing with 2 minutes and 29 seconds remaining. Salesianum up 7 to Haverford 6. Make it 8. Right off the draw, Connor Davis puts a bow on the hat trick. And it's now an 8-6 hockey game. Salesianum goal. His 20th of the season and 3rd of the game. Scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 14, Cameron Willis. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 33 seconds in the 3rd period. Davis's 20th and 3rd of the game. From Willis at 14:33. Timeout, Haverford. 2:27 remaining. After that goal from Connor Davis, capping a hat trick. So Davis with goals 18, 19, and 20 this season. Coming against the Fords. The Salesianum offensive juggernaut has proven he could score at will from anywhere on the ice. A couple long-range wristers for goals 18 and 19. And then his 20th of the season. Coming on this feed through the slot right at the top of the crease to redirect the puck past Liam McGrath. and give the Sals a 2-goal advantage again as we get ready for the home stretch of this hockey game. 2:27 to go. Sals 8, Ford 6. Davis and De Palma, here we go. Net front feed from Winchell, crashing the net was Willis. Puck was airborne. Davis tried to feed it back to the top of the crease, but Willis caught unaware, unable to make anything happen from close range. Willis fans on the puck, roundabout the near dot, and this has worked clear. Foreman, slowed up by a pair of Salesianum defenders, gave way to Davis. Davis, amid a delayed offside, advances the puck to Willis inside the final 2 minutes. Connor Davis working the far corner. Plays the puck in low. Salesianum trying to cycle in the attacking zone to try to limit the opportunities for McGrath to exit. And there's a 9th Salesianum tally. Davis again, he's got 4 tonight. And this lead might be safe. As Davis has had a hand in 7 of Salesianum's 9 goals tonight. Simply dominant. The play of Connor Davis now with 21 goals this season. Salesianum goal 21st of the season. Scored by number 18, Connor Davis. Assisted by number 12, Peter Brennan, and number 20, Michael Salucci. Time of the goal, 15:23 in the third period. Davis's 21st and 4th of the game. From Brennan and Salucci at 15:23. Salesianum's 10th goal. 5th of the season and 2nd of the game, scored by number 23, Henri Gravel. Assisted by number 43, Sean Albert. Time of the goal, 15:39 in the third period. There is 1 minute remaining in the period. Recapping by rule, Gravel's 5th, 2nd of the game from Albert at 15:39. How you like them apples, Henri Gravel? That's a second Salesianum player with a hat trick. As Gravel lights the proverbial lamp again. He gets his own rebound. And he pots the 11th Salesianum goal of the night. With 48 and a fifth to go. Salesianum goal, his 6th of the season and 3rd of the game, scored by number 23, Henri Gravel. Time of the unassisted goal, 16 minutes 11 seconds in the third period. Gravel's 6th, 3rd of the game, unassisted at 16:11. So a final 10 seconds will tick away. And Salesianum will seal senior night victory by a tally of 11-6 in a Fred Rust barn burner. Tonight's final score, Salesianum 11, Haverford School Fords 6. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Tonight's 3rd star, with a hat trick for Salesianum, number 23, Henri Gravel. The number 2 star with 2 goals and 3 assists for Salesianum, number 14, Cameron Willis. And the number 1 star of the game with 4 goals and 3 assists for Salesianum, number 18, Connor Davis. And that's a wrap for us from Fred Rust Arena here for Senior Night 2026. Once again, tonight's final score, Salesianum 11, Haverford 6. For Broadway, Joe Sindoni. For Molly Jo Rosen, Trey Wright, Eli Swope, Tim Dominic, giving us the facts and figures, the entire crew. James Witherite signing off. Thanks for your company tonight on the Delaware Hockey Network as Salesianum improves to 11-5-0 on the season by virtue of an 11-6 barn burner of a win over the Haverford School. Thanks for your company tonight. We'll see you soon on the Delaware Hockey Network, all brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long. Good night.